The NFL draft is come and gone. The Baltimore Ravens made their selection. We all started 2026 draft class, highlighted by their number one pick, Vega Ioane out of Penn State. Big time offensive lineman that everyone keeps talking about. Maybe the best offensive lineman on the board. This was a sign from Coach Jesse Mentor that he wants to protect Lamar. He understands like how much of a problem the offensive line was last year for Lamar Jackson. There were a lot of times he was running around, making plays out of nothing. And at times it could contribute to why he got injured because the protection just was not great on the interior. Voorhees and Faalele, who were no longer going to be starting, were a big problem that just hindered this Ravens team all season long. Not just with Lamar Jackson, but also with Derrick Henry in this running game. A little bit of pushback saying that, hey, Kenyon Sadiq was out there at tight end. Ruben Bain was there at pass rusher. You could have paired him with Trey Hendrickson. Zion Young, in my opinion, has the ability to be a really good pass rusher in this league, and the Ravens picked him up in round 2. The only question with Zion is, like, how is he going to win? Is he going to win with his speed, or is he going to win more with his length? There are times where there's a little bit of inconsistency there, but I think the ceiling is very high for Zion Young. I think he's a first-round talent that dropped to the second round. One thing that I really love for sure to highlight this draft class was the receivers that the Ravens drafted. We're talking about Jacoby Lane out of USC and Elijah Surratt in Indiana. These are taller, bigger body receivers that can be on great targets for Lamar Jackson. Historically, I've been begging and pleading and screaming with the Ravens to get bigger receivers, get guys who are, look, the play's not working. I need you to just go ahead and go get it. Give me a 50-50 ball for a long 50-yard bomb, or give me a touchdown in the end zone. Plays nothing fancy, just go get the ball. That's what Jacoby Lane has done for USC. That's what he's going to do in the NFL for the Ravens. Elijah Surratt, more of the decorated receiver at Indiana. He is more of the technician. He's more of the possession catch. Like, I need a first down type of receiver. But again, taller body to pair with Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. I understand there's a lot of questions about, hey, can they get separation? If they couldn't do that in college, how's that going to bowl well in the NFL? Sometimes you need, like I said, I don't care. I think you can teach technique there. I need guys that can go get a 50-50 ball for me. And I think these guys can do that. Following those picks, the Ravens went ahead and got 2 tight ends in the draft. A position that you thought they would address, with the departure of Isaiah Likely and Charlie Kohler. They went out and got tight end Matthew Hibner from SMU, former Michigan Wolverine. He is the guy that is the more the versatile tight end. You need another versatile tight end to go with Mark Andrews to kind of fill that Isaiah Likely role. And you ended up getting Josh Cuevas from Alabama. He's more of the bruising, blocking tight end. One of the more interesting picks was the one made from owner Steve Bisciotti, who made his first ever pick as an owner of the Baltimore Ravens. He ended up picking Adam Randall, a running back out of Clemson, who is a big bruising running back from the ACC, former receiver, runs harder than you think. You talk about goal line, 2 yards to go, 3rd and 2. That's a guy that you can throw in there and say, give me those 2 yards, and he's going to get it. 7th-round steal that what we talked about later, Rashawn Benny out of Michigan. Rashawn Benny is one of those guys that was projected higher in this draft. A lot of draft boards had him as a 5th-round pick, possibly even a 4th-round pick. He's a DT with a lot of ability, but it's just been inconsistent with his play. I think that's something that the Ravens can teach, and a lot of experts are expecting Benny to develop into a playmaker for Baltimore on that defensive line, which is what could potentially have Nnamdi Madubuike back, an absolute disruptor on the line. So what better player to learn from? So keep your eye on the 7th-round pick, Rashawn Benny, going forward. Don't be surprised if he ends up being a starter on this team.